Today for New Music Monday, we're going to check out an album coming from the group Mountains, and it's called Centralia. I've said it many times before, but it remains true that finding success within the world of electronic music is far more difficult than almost any other genre. In a world where anyone with a laptop thinks that they're the next big thing, it's a lot more difficult to shift through all of the substitute teachers to find the true gems of the genre. But in most cases, once you go through the process of weeding out the less than exceptional music, you find it's well worth the effort, and in the case of the new album from Mountains, that idea stays firmly intact. Back in 2009, the Brooklyn-based duo released a very impressive mixtape of sorts, and what we experience on their new album is a far more controlled and purposeful effort, which allows their amazing level of talent to shine more clearly. In terms of style within the world of electronica, this one falls somewhere between ambient, trance, drone, and downbeat, but in short, this is a good album. Very good, in fact. The duo quickly showed their ability to create mesmerizing textures and sounds, and the moods they're able to convey work great in both short and long-form songs. And it's clear that they have an uncanny ability to find grooves and emotions within their sounds that most other performers can only fake at best. But the reality is, the key to the sound of Mountains is the layering that they do on every single song. Most of these songs require multiple listenings just to scrape the surface on everything they have going on each of these tracks. It's the depth of their music that sets them so far apart from their peers. And yet at the same time, they avoid putting too much into these songs, finding that rarely achieved balance within the world of electronic music. Each song here has its own unique mood and flow, and for the most part, it sticks together as a cohesive unit, shifting the atmosphere without disturbing the trance-like state that can be achieved with concentrated listening. There is one misstep on this album in the form of the song Tilt, and the only reason I call it a misstep is because it's as close to a melodic copy of a song Fish put out a few years ago that I've heard in a very long time. If this was some sort of tribute, they certainly do the original proud, but at the same time, the tone and the mood do shift, and it does interrupt what to that point was a solid musical experience. At the same time, the duo do make some very bold moves here, as 3 of the 7 tracks clock in at more than 10 minutes, with the song Propeller doubling that. Regardless of genre, keeping a listener engaged for that period of time is a nearly impossible task, and in this case, Mountains give a very good showing. In the end, the new album from Mountains isn't really going to pull new listeners from any other genres. This is very much an album for people who already like ambient electronic music, as the layering and the song lengths don't really leave much room for wider appeal. But for those of you who are into that sort of music, this is definitely one that your ears and your mind are gonna dig big time. So on the buy it or borrow it, this one is a buy it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.